Wow, so it looks like Sony is on a shopping spree. First it was Housemarque, then Bluepoint, and now they're buying NIXXES. Okay, they're buying NIXXES, which means more PC games for everybody. Woo-ha! Let's go, guys. Let's go. Hello guys, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that little bell right there so that you can get notifications every time I upload a video. Okay? Enjoy. What is up, guys? This is your boy Andy Matrix. Welcome to Andy RCV, where I talk about anime, movies, video games, geek culture, and Japanese culture. I'm always talking about Square Enix. I'm always talking about Sony and PlayStation because I'm a PlayStation type of guy. But recently I've been switching more to the Nintendo Switch because Nintendo has just been more user friendly, I guess. Nintendo has just been an overall great company. But Sony is kind of headed the same way that Xbox is headed. You know, even though Sony it's like more popular, the PlayStation is more popular than the Xbox. So it says here they're buying a studio known for porting games to PC, right? So it's NIXXES. And in case you didn't know, NIXXES, they actually worked on games like excuse me. They've actually worked on games like, actually I think, did they work on God of War? They import games to PC. So basically, you know, a studio will make a game and then they'll modify it for instead of the console for the Windows, for, you know, so that people can play on their computer, on their Windows computer. So as you can see, they themselves had announced it. NIXXES joins PlayStation Studios. So let's read what's gonna happen here. Let's just read. It says Sony has just bought another studio, and no, it's not Bluepoint Games, which eventually they are gonna buy Bluepoint. I mean, come on. On Thursday, the company announced the acquisition of NIXXES Software, a Dutch, they're European, a Dutch developer best known for supporting Crystal Dynamics, IO Interactive, and Eidos Montreal, importing some of their games over to PC. There it is, over to PC. So the founder, the CEO, says, "We can't wait to get to work and are excited to bring our technical and development expertise to the IP powerhouse like PlayStation Studios." And then it says the deal suggests Sony plans to step up its effort to bring more of its exclusives to Windows. In the last year, the company released Horizon Zero Dawn, Days Gone, and Steam, and the Epic Game Store. Right? It says the Epic Game Stores, and Sony president and CEO Jim Ryan said more of the company's first-party games would make their way to PC in the future. The purchase of NIXXES also follows Sony's acquisition of Returnal developer. Yeah, so we actually talked about this, and actually I made a video about this, about Sony buying Housemarque Studios and Bluepoint. Check out that video. And I mean, pretty much Polygon's talking about it. IGN, of course, is covering PlayStation acquires NIXXES. So this has me wondering. Because what I think is going to happen, you know, because look, let me give you an example. Here's an example of what I believe Sony is trying to do. Look, Netflix. Let's take Netflix for example. Netflix, they buy a lot of licenses, right? They buy a lot of they buy the license to stream a lot of content. So they'll buy the license to like movies from other studios, documentaries, TV shows, anime, so they can stream it on the Netflix platform, right? But since Netflix started creating their own content, they don't need to spend money on other people's content, on other people's, you know, movies and content, because now they have their own documentaries, their own TV shows, their own anime, their own movies, and so. Okay, so what I think is going to happen, since Sony is buying out all these companies, what I think is going to happen, Sony is going to create a contained service such as Steam, basically like a something similar to Steam and Epic Games, where people can play their games under PC. So they're gonna create that type of software system. Okay, this is what I think is going to happen. Okay, this is an educated guess, seeing how the industry is going, seeing how Sony's kind of like copying, copying the Xbox. This is what I'm just seeing here. In the upcoming years, I give it like 5 years, maybe 10 years, but Sony is going to create something similar to Steam and Epic Games, where they can just have people and developers, like they just put it, developers who just publish their games on that platform, on the Windows platform, and then you have, just people coming to that platform and just play there, and Sony will be the owner. Okay, that's where I see this is happening, because now they're saying more of their exclusive titles are going to the PC. But here's the funny thing: it's just more convenient for Sony games to stay in the PlayStation instead of going out. It's just more convenient, because that way people go out and buy a PlayStation 5 instead of just playing games on their computers. You understand? Nintendo is a very closed platform. Nintendo doesn't have a lot of games that they just release out there. Like anything that has to do with Zelda, Mario, Kirby, things like that, Pokemon is usually all in Nintendo. They don't really they don't release it to other platforms, to PC, Steam, or Epic Games, right? So I think Sony is cooking up something like Steam, something like Epic Games. That's what I think they're planning here, and it's always been on the back of my mind. And I think in the coming years we're going to see this. But as of right now, Sony is going to release more of their games to the PC. So all you PC gamers out there, good news for you. This means that games such as Final Fantasy 16 might come to the PC. Who knows? So now we're gonna have a PlayStation version and a PC version, because you gotta remember, PC gamers, they're not the most. Not everybody plays their games on a PC, right, on a computer, and the reason why is because gaming computers are expensive. If you want a good computer for gaming, you're gonna have to spend over $1,000. I've known people that spend $2,000, $3,000 on an entire gaming system. The computer, the desktop, the gaming desktop with the controllers, the keyboards, the headphones, the microphones, the lighting, the cameras, all of that. There's not a lot of people. It's only like about 5-10% of gamers that actually have all that equipment to play on the computer. But other than that, let's see what happens. Your favorite games will definitely come to the PC, as well as PlayStation 4 in the near future. What is up, everybody? Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can receive new future notifications. Check out the blog at ndrtv.com. Follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave your thoughts or anything you want to say right below this video in the comments below. This is Andy Matrix. Thank you for watching. Godspeed, everybody. Godspeed.